Okay, so I'm actually here in Los Angeles, California. I'm actually in here in what is called Little Ethiopia. So it's not very large, but I've been to a couple of restaurants here. The people are really nice. So here's what's really interesting. So the Rastafarian religion, this is the religion of Bob Marley, actually kind of has its origins in Ethiopia. So I was at an Ethiopian restaurant earlier, and the lady explained to me, so the Ethiopians had a president who the Rastafarians believe is the Messiah or the anointed one. And what she told me, from what her understanding is, that originally he was Muslim, this president. He converted, but apparently in Jamaica there had been no rain for quite some time, and when he went to visit there was rain. And that's kind of the start of how the Rastafarian religion got its course, is basically he came and there was rain. So I was just asking her different questions, but what's interesting is Ethiopians don't believe this man to be the Messiah or the anointed one, but the Rastafarians believe he is. But Rastafarianism is predominantly Jamaican based. So it was interesting hearing her perspective, and she explained why they don't accept him as the Messiah. He doesn't fulfill prophecies, etc. But it was interesting hearing what she had to say. One thing about LA, no matter where you are, it's always noisy, and you always want to make sure you cover your parking. So I actually had parked here, so I'm going to go ahead and cover this because it just expired, and that's the last thing I need on my head is a big fat $65 ticket for something that cost a couple bucks. So I actually had been to this restaurant here up the street. This is Rahel's Vegan Ethiopian restaurant. Really good vegan food. Really good coconut as well. I'm just paying for my parking here, and I'll continue walking with you guys. So, okay, just rather pay a couple bucks than get a ticket. But anyhow, this is Little Ethiopia here in Southern California. It's not very large. I mean, compared to some of the other communities that I've been to that are really big, like, you know, Little Tokyo, little Chinatown. Little Ethiopia is really just like 2 blocks. However, there's a lot here within those 2 blocks. So one of the things about the Ethiopian culture is the lion. You'll kind of see this. You see the Lion Cafe. There are symbols of lions everywhere. So lion is, I guess, their national symbol, kind of like how we have the eagle as ours in America. But this is the Lion Cafe. This is a little place here. And again, they have traditional Ethiopian foods. This is another restaurant here. So lots of restaurants in this neck of the woods, and a lot of shops. And their coffee is really good. If you've ever had Ethiopian coffee, they roast it almost like they're cooking it. And I had some earlier, and it is really strong. But then here you've got an Ethiopian this is an Ethiopian restaurant and market here. I believe I was actually in this one earlier. If I'm not mistaken, I was. They gave me a traditional coffee show, which was really nice of them. I'll continue walking. Like I said, the Little Ethiopia here is not too large. One interesting thing, too, that the lady had told me about Ethiopia is right now we're in the year 2024 in America, but in Ethiopia, they're still in 2017. Here's another little store. This is another Little Ethiopian place. I was actually there as well earlier. I had a juice. And then here's another place here. But like I said, Little Ethiopia is not too large. But when you come here, you'll kind of they'll have different events and things like that here. And one of the interesting things too about it is their alphabet shares Semitic origins. So it's similar to Hebrew and Arabic. It has a lot of the bases. I know a little bit of Hebrew, and it was interesting when I went there at the restaurant. I had noticed they had a bunch of Hebrew writing, and I said, why do they have Hebrew writing here? And the guy explained to me how they share, the language is shared. And he was just explaining to me the culture of that. So when I get up to the top here, that pretty much ends it. And then as I come down this way, as I come down this way, there's another there's another portion of it. So I'll continue walking, and let's cross the street together, YouTube world, and take a look at some of the other things here. So one thing that the lady had told me was they have a lot of coffee, like a lot. Their coffee is probably one of the strongest ones I've ever had. It was just so strong, and they don't mix it with sugar or milk. It's called a roux plant. They take a part of this plant, like the leaves, and they soak it and let it diffuse, and it kind of gives it this flavor. And I had a cup, and man, I feel like I could run a mile right now. I just feel so much energy. And the way they do their coffee, it's interesting. They roast it over like an open flame, so it's very different. It's very It's very different than what I've ever had before. So I thought it was really, really interesting. And then I'll cross the street here and kind of show you guys the rest of the little Ethiopia. So these are more restaurants here. So this is Rahel's Ethiopian vegan cuisine. And there's just more traditional restaurants here. But like I said, the little Ethiopia here is actually not that large. It's really only like 2 blocks. And I guess they have live scan services here for passports and photos. And I had went here before, and this place was really, really good. It's a vegan Ethiopian place. This is their menu. Everything here is vegan. So if you're vegan or vegetarian, this works out. And they had some unbelievably good stuff. I came here last time and got quite a bit of history of it. And then they've got even traditional hand-woven organic cotton clothes. So I've always thought the clothing here looked really nice. I think one day I'm gonna have to buy an outfit like this just to kind of try it on, because it's just so interesting. And I guess they've got a little festival coming up, or maybe it passed already, September 8th. I guess there was a little festival, but I really like the garments. To me, the clothing looks just it's so beautiful, it's so classy. I'm gonna have to start maybe dressing like that. I just think it looks really nice. Very, very, very modern, very stylish. And it looks really comfortable more than anything. Their clothing looks really, really comfortable. Then there's some little other stores here. There's an adult daycare, but I don't think this is Ethiopian. The language looks like something else. So let me continue to show you up the road here. Like I said, the little Ethiopia here is not too large. Hello.
What year is this?
What year?
Yeah, this new year for Ethiopia. What year?
2017.
2017?
2017. I'm not Ethiopian.
No, but
Yeah.
no.
Yeah, I know, because I was talking to a lady earlier, and she told me in Ethiopia it's still the year 2017, but for 7 years behind. Yeah, no problem. What's your name? Okay, thank you, sir. No problem. So he was asking me what year it was. So the Ethiopians, it's still 2017 for them. So they're 7 years behind the US. So that's be kind of a cool video, say go back in time to Ethiopia, because they still count it as the year 2017. So it's very interesting. But yeah, like I said, so you've got a passport office here where they do fingerprints, tax services, and then there's all sorts of other types of restaurants here. So they've got traditional, very, very nice coloring, very, very traditional. So that's their main entrance. I like that. That looks nice. And yeah, but this is the area. You'll see they've got all sorts of stuff for like the colors of their flags. Hello, sir. And this is a vintage treasure and repair shop. Clothing. I kind of want to get some traditional clothing garments. I think that would be really cool if I could find. So you see here they got some jewelry out here. Oh, I don't want to spend money, but I really want a traditional Ethiopian garment or outfit. It just looks like it'd be really, really cool to try it. That's the place I was just at. But yeah, it was so interesting just learning about the Ethiopian culture. So they got some other gift shops, but I don't think these are particularly Ethiopian. They've got, like, I noticed some Hindu stuff. I think that has nothing to do with Ethiopia. But I really like the traditional clothing. To me, just the coloring is so nice. Vintage clothing. It's such a unique style. To me, it's very classy looking. I like it. I think it looks very sharp. I've always liked Ethiopian and Indian clothing. It looks relaxing, it looks fun, and it looks classy. But yeah, that's pretty much Little Ethiopia. Here's another Ethiopian restaurant. It's not too big. It's literally like 2 blocks here in LA. And then once I get over here, it kind of ends. Then you hit the busy intersection. But if you're ever in Los Angeles and you want to visit something kind of fun, like I said, visit Little Ethiopia. It's only about 2 blocks, but the people are so friendly. They're so nice. She did more than she had to do. She didn't have to be that nice with me. But I am kind of interested in the traditional garments, just to see kind of what they have. It just looks like it would be very, very fun. But I don't know if I want to buy more clothes. I got too much at this point. But yeah, if you're ever in Los Angeles and you want to try Ethiopian food, and the bread is called, I forget how you say the name of the bread. I'm gonna have to ask this guy. But yeah, you come check it out. You come have fun. And yeah, it's just a really, really nice place. So this is Little Ethiopia. All right. Like I said, it's not that big. But maybe if I can get it popular enough, can come down and try some of the more foods and other things, the different cuisines and styles. But yeah, that's just a quick little tour of Little Ethiopia, just kind of a little walkthrough. Maybe I'll meet some local Ethiopians and we can have fun with some more videos. Okay, see you all soon.